My battery died though. My poor phone. Instagram is still telling my followers that I am live. My battery died. I apologize. So I'll make the last meat pie and then put it in the oven. See that more than 45 minutes outside the fridge, the dough is still perfect. This is what you expect. If your dough is breaking, just put it back in the fridge. If it still doesn't work after that, I'm sorry to tell you, go and bin it, because it is going to end in tears. So you see, my friend was telling me that my meat pie is really big. It's massive. You know, I don't sell meat pie, so I don't have and there's no small bowl in the house. The size of your meat pie depends on the size of the circle, that you make. So yeah, so basically press it down. See me pressing the bowl down. So press it down properly so that the edges of the bowl will be like your pastry cutter. And you can also use this for chin chin, but unfortunately there's no sugar in the pastry, so, or maybe like pasta or something, or you can use that extra scrap for. And then we add the filling to it as before. Again, there's nothing new really. You add the filling to it. So once I have the fourth one done, I will do the egg wash for the top, and then we start on chicken pie. With chicken pie, I like to use a different shape for chicken pie, just so that you can tell the difference. That okay, this one is meat pie, this one is chicken pie. I forgot egg wash again. Sorry. I think I'm officially hungry now. It's almost 4 o'clock and I haven't had anything to eat today, so I'm hungry now. So make sure you have your egg wash at the edges. Those of you who have still joined in from the beginning, we started from 1,200. Where did everybody go? Because I'm not teaching anything. By this point, I'm not really teaching anything new again. It's nothing you haven't seen before. But my pastry, the way I make my pastry, the way I make my filling is definitely not common. So if you've seen that bit already, there's not that much extra again that I'm doing that is new. So yeah, press it down, press it down, press it down, and then you crimp. There's nothing at this point. There's nothing new again that I'm doing that you haven't likely seen before. So press it down. Press it down. Sorry, I don't have all those fancy YouTube videos gear, people. I'm not a YouTuber, I'm a businesswoman. Well, YouTubers are businesswomen too. No shade at anybody. Okay, they run a business too as well. Their business is in content. They are content creators. Okay, so this is a really big meat pie. Most people don't make their meat pie this big, but I like my meat pies to be chunky and everything. So let me wash my hands and then I put holes.
Should I close this one? Should I turn it off?
Yeah, to reduce it. It's too hot now. Yeah, you know what? I should have used that one and put 40 pounds for. So make more meat pie. So I don't have a pastry brush, but I'll try and see if I can use my hands so I can. You need to brush the surface of the meat pie, otherwise it will come out light. It will not be that nice brown that you've come to know and love with meat pie. So here we go. Four pies. 4 really big pies, I must say. It's quite big. Look, can you see how big that is? Really, really big. I'm going to do an egg wash now. Let me see if I can use this brush, if it's going to. Okay, all right, it's not bad. Well, it's adding more egg than I intended, which I'm not particularly happy about. So maybe I'll just use my hands. I'll use my hands. Some people do egg and milk as well. They say that the egg and milk one is. So what I want to do is I'm going to do 2 meat pies with egg wash. Sorry, I'm using my hands. My hands have been clean, don't worry. 2 meat pies with egg wash, and then I'll add milk to the other 2. Let's see which one comes out browner. Some people say egg wash alone. Some people say egg and milk. So we'll use egg for 2, and we'll use egg and milk for the other 2, and then you tell me which one is browner. So do you have any questions? Yes, I'm going to put holes inside. Let me finish doing the egg wash first. The reason why I don't like using my hands is because you can unintentionally. Can you see that this one is lumpy now? Because I'm using the pressure of my fingers. It's not really helping. So let me go back to the brush again. So I can just use egg wash and brush it. Then I'll mix milk with this egg, and then I haven't eaten. No, thank you. I'll go and eat now. I have some delicious moi moi like butter that I'm going to microwave now. Yes. Okay, so this is egg wash. Egg wash is just beat eggs in what, that's all. But I'm going to add egg and milk because I've actually read it somewhere that if you really want to get that delicious golden color, because again, you know, milk, like I said to you from the beginning, that milk has fat in it. So the milk fats is going to practically fry the surface of the meat pie and make it golden delicious. So I've added a little milk to the eggs. Oh, sorry. A little milk to the eggs. I'll beat it up more now so you can see. This is really mightily uncomfortable, but we'll make it work. So this is egg and milk. I've read that before, actually, that egg and milk gives you a very good crust. So we'll do 2 egg and milk, and then when I bake it, you would tell me which one you think had the better crust in terms of color. So sorry. I really did not come prepared. I didn't think of things like pastry brush and things like that. So you don't want to soak your dough. It's just a light wash. You really don't want to soak it, otherwise. Okay, I'll use my hands. My hands are clean, don't worry. I didn't remember. Don't worry. When next I make meat pie on IG Live, I would have gone to the store so that I'll buy rolling pin, I'll buy baking tray. I didn't think of all this. I've forgotten that I'm not in my house. These are things I already have at home, you see. So I had forgotten. So light coating. Okay, so that's it. And then now you can now put a hole with your fork in between. Just 3 holes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's really big meat pie. 1, 2, 3. The holes is to prevent, because the dough is going to expand while it bakes. So if you see meat pie like the one I posted that has cracks on the top, it's just because there was no space for the steam to escape. So it will crack the surface of the meat pie. That is why you put holes in on the top. So now I'm going to go wash my hands because I've got eggs on it, and that will gross me out pretty quickly. I would be right back to answer your questions while I put the meat pie in the oven. This is your chicken stew. It's tasoson in Yoruba means which means smelling nice. So tasoson and tasoson is what my
when you leave the kitchen for 1 month, you went to play with your fire.
Okay. Oh, so I'm putting the meat pies in the oven. Careful, don't get burn yourself.
It's not on.
It's not
on. Turn it on.
Okay, don't turn it on. No, but the oven is hot already, so
yeah,
it's fine. So I put the meat pie in the oven now. Let me rest because I need to eat, and then we'll dial in again for chicken pie. I use a different shape for chicken pie. I will show you, but I'm hungry. So since we still have some time, let me sit down and answer questions. If you have any question, like I know that some people are just joining in.
One for 35 minutes.
No, 20 minutes. Because it will burn by that 35. Some people are just joining in. So let me sit down. While I wait for my friend Stew to get ready so I can eat rice. Let me sit down and answer some questions. Okay, so send in your questions. What temperature?
350.
350. It's at 350. Is that Fahrenheit or something? It's 350 Fahrenheit. That's about 200 and something Celsius. This is the American oven. So we are baking it for this. Normally I say 20 to 25 minutes. But what you do is you set the timer in your oven. Like you can monitor it properly. You don't want your meat pie. Imagine all the work I have done, and then the meat pie will now burn. Oh, that would be very upsetting. Yes, so look at the filling. The filling is still very thick. It's still very, very creamy. It's not dry. By the time it sits in the oven for 20-25 minutes, it will now it will liquefy a little bit, and my word, it should be beautiful. It should be beautiful. Okay, oven temperature is 350 Fahrenheit for US tribers, and in the UK it's be 200 and something. You bake for 20 to 25 minutes. I don't need to recap the dough mixture because there is a video on my stories already where you can watch it. There's a video on my stories already. If you check my stories right now, there's a video on my stories already for the recap of the part 1 and the part 2. Unfortunately, the part 3, my battery died, so you didn't see that. But when I start making chicken pie, that's the only thing that you missed. When I start making chicken pie, you will see what I did. Yes, you can put the remaining filling in the fridge. You leave it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. I'm not going to say 30 minutes because some people's ovens get really, really hot. So if you say 30 minutes and then it burns, you now be like Eboduni said. So let's start with 20 to 25 minutes. If I think it needs to stay in the oven for longer, then it should stay in the oven for longer. I'm using round. For chicken pie, I'm using round. And it will be slightly smaller. So I'm going to look for something. I can use rectangle as well. I use rectangle or round for chicken pies, because I tend to make them smaller than meat pies, just because you know chicken, you can get tired of chicken very fast. As lovely as much as I like chicken, I get very in English it means I get tired of it. So I tend to make chicken pie much smaller than meat pie, so that you quickly finish one and you're like yum. But if you make chicken pie the same size as meat pie, before you get to 3/4 way, you're tired of eating it. The rice. Yes. So any more questions while I make this one? Yeah. Any more questions? Yes, you can freeze. I would not really advise that you freeze the filling, to be honest, because it's going to dry out in the freezer. Do you understand? So I advise that you put it in the fridge. That way you can bring it out add a little more flour water to it, or if you have beef stock at home, and then it becomes creamy again. But by the time you put it in the freezer, and you know what happens when you put flour in the freezer, you put it in the freezer, by the time it defrosts, the flour becomes watery. So I would not really advise. You can put your pastry in the freezer, sure, but don't put your filling in the freezer. Put it in the fridge. You can use gravy for the filling, actually. Yes, you can. I just use flour, so you can use gravy for the filling. Yes, you can. The only problem if you use gravy for the filling is that your meat pie is likely going to come out very dark, because you know why the British people, when they make their steak and kidney pie is very similar to our own meat pie. The only difference is that the shape is different. So I really don't like the color that gravy gives the filling when it has finished baking. That's all. Otherwise, you can use, again, why would you want to use gravy when you have flour at home? That's just me, though. That's just me. Yeah, so I'm using is this a gas oven or an electric oven? Gas. It's a gas oven, but it's the Rolls Royce of ovens. Like this oven, when you look at it, it will be telling you that you are poor. my student came and she was like, this oven is telling me that I'm poor. It's a badass GE top of the range oven, which I know a lot of people may not have. So this one is it's a digital oven. It's not, so there's no like gas mark 1 or gas mark 2 or gas mark 3. So we are baking at 350 Fahrenheit for 20 to 25 minutes because it's a really powerful oven. If I think it needs to go for 30 minutes more, I would let you know. So there's no point staying in for the live class if you don't have any questions. When it is ready, I'll go back live or I'll take a video and post it. It is already 4 o'clock. I haven't eaten, so I'm a little hungry. I just want to wait for rice to boil and then I will eat. But I'm more than happy to answer questions. You can use egg wash, not egg white though. The whole egg. You break the whole egg up and then use it as egg wash, or you can add some milk to the egg, whip it together and use it as wash. So some people say that the one that you add milk to it, you get a more brown crust. We shall see in the next 20 to 25 minutes. That oven, hey, the oven is the Rolls Royce of ovens, though. It's the Rolls Royce of ovens. Even when the first time I got into her house, I was like, wow, this is your oven, and she doesn't really use it. It's the Rolls Royce of ovens. It's like that. Tiffany, when Tiffany came to the house, Tiffany was like, this oven is telling me that I'm poor. No, seriously, it is. It's a really good oven. No, you cannot use a microwave to bake meat pie, except if the microwave is a microwave that they put on the box. Microwave and convection oven. If they don't say, if the labeling doesn't say convection oven, no, you cannot use a meat pie. You cannot use an oven to bake, a microwave to bake meat pie. Yes, is there an alternative to egg wash? I know some people don't like the smell of eggs, so you will not smell it. Believe me, I'm very sensitive to eggs. You will not smell it because it's just a little bit. You will not smell it. You can use milk as well, but no, egg will give you that shine and that crust that you want. Milk will soak into the pastry, so there's no need to use egg wash. Jamaican parties, again, it's the same thing. Because the British people have Cornish pasties. Cornish pasties look exactly like Nigerian meat pies. But you'll be disappointed in the flavor. I haven't met one Cornish pasty that I like. No, don't tell me that I have not. I went to school in flipping Devon. Cornwall was like next door. So when it gets to Cornish pasties, I went to school in Devon. Devon is in the southwest of England, where Cornish pasties came from. I don't like it. Turn your powdered milk into liquid milk by adding water. Yes, egg wash brings out the glow. Thank you, sir. That's the right word. I don't like Cornish pasties at all. They need the people in Cornwall need to come to Nigeria. Let us teach them how to season food. Their Cornish pasties. You say no. Yes, you can leave the dough overnight. Yes, you can. You definitely can. And make meat pie the next day. Happy to help Hafsat. So the way you guys sent me your puff puff videos and puff puff pictures, please send me meat pie videos as well. I know it's already late in Nigeria. Even in the US, it's already 4 o'clock. So if you were not cooking it, if you were not making yours at the same time as me, I'm hoping that Easter Sunday is a holiday for everybody. Please don't go out. Don't invite people in. Social distancing is still in place. Easter Monday as well. We are all at home. We have nothing to do but time. Anyway, some of us run businesses at home, but if you are a corporate worker working from home during your lunch break or in the evenings, you can make meat pies. Please send me pictures, send me videos. I really would love to see your work as well. Okay. Yes. If you are in Nigeria and you don't have all those knobs, like I told you, this is a Rolls-Royce oven. It doesn't have knobs. It has a computer screen. This oven has a computer screen, so I don't want to show it because it will just confuse everybody. Most ovens have knobs. This one has buttons. No, not buttons. It has touch screen buttons. So no, I can't say gas mark 4 or gas mark whatever. We just use temperature 350 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 200 and something Celsius. If you're in Nigeria, don't put it at the highest. Put it at the midpoint, the middle bit, so it's not, because if the oven is too hot, what will happen is that your meat pie will burn before it cooks. So let me check because the hold on, I don't know that, I don't understand this oven. The light should turn on. Ngozi, I think it needs to go up a little more. It's not hot enough. Yeah, 37. So I'm trying to do. I apologize. It's not 350 in Fahrenheit. Go to 450. Let's say 450. 450. Because I converted it to say. I was wondering why the oven wasn't hot enough. Because when you open an oven when you're baking meat pie, you should feel the heat immediately. So I opened the oven and I didn't really feel the heat, so it wasn't hot enough. So 450. 450 is Fahrenheit, is about 230 in Celsius. That's perfect. That's perfect. Okay. See, so it's even rising already. You can see it. So it's the puff is rising. Except puff. The meat pie is rising already because again it has baking powder in it. So and another, I'm talking 20-30 minutes, it should be ready. I'm hungry now, but I can give you another 5-10 minutes. Let me answer questions so I can find something to eat, and then we'll dial back in. I know that in Nigeria it should be about, I'm talking 9 p.m. now, so I know it's quite late. We could even do we could even do chicken pie tomorrow. It just depends on how I feel when I wake up. But again, you can, like I said, you can put the filling in the fridge, you can put the dough in the fridge as well, and then make more when you are ready to. So tomorrow, if you have nothing to do, I'm making, for the American tribers, I'm making jambalaya, agege bread as well. If I meet my sales target, we'll make agege bread during the week or my next weekend. Let's see. So no questions. I would circle back once the meat pie is done. Let me go and find food to eat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for dialing in. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Sis, I've responded to your email. Oh, check your inbox, please. Sometimes it goes to spam. If I was making fish pie, which I hate, so sorry to say, I never made it in my life before, but if I was making fish pie, what I would do differently is I would have stewed the vegetables before I add the fish, because again, I don't like shredded chicken pie, so I likely would not like shredded fish pie. Also, if I was doing fish pie, what I would do differently is I would make sure you choose a very firm fish. Like if you live abroad now, I'm talking things like cod or things like tuna or swordfish. They are very firm. But if you use something like croaker or mackerel, it just turns to I cannot stand fish pie. So I've never made it before. So I'm just trying to do knowledge transfer and say what would I do differently. But fish and meat and chicken pie, I make them quite I haven't made them in years, but I really enjoy them. Okay. All right. Oven temperature is 450. 4:50. Thank you, Dorothy. Jambalaya tomorrow, Yankee time will be about, I'm talking, again, I'm going to sleep early today, no cooking today. The reason why I'm so tired is I cooked yesterday. I cooked non-stop yesterday because I knew that I will not be able to cook today. That's why I'm really tired. So I didn't do any cooking today, just the live class. I will sleep early today. So tomorrow morning, I should be in fine form. I'm exhausted today, but hey, it's fine. It's what the business. It's what the business. Yeah, saltfish as well. Saltfish as well. Yes. Okay. Good. Adrian, I would like to see your. Results. Please send me. The recap is on my page. It's on my stories. Chef Nims, I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. Pretty Pilot, thank you very much. So once the meat pies are done, I will let you know. Jambalaya is tomorrow morning. Agege bread, we are waiting for the US tribers. Once the Nigerian tribers are really, Lagos tribers, I really appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you so much. When I set my target at the beginning of the week, my sister said, Dooney, how? But we not only met it, we surpassed it. We are doing like 30 orders today. Yesterday we did that. We've cooked for almost 100 people. So I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. So US tribers still expecting a response. Once I eat now, I respond to everybody, and then we can make we can make chicken pie tomorrow with the jambalaya as well. I think that would be really nice. So stay safe, everybody. Please practice social distancing. Please don't go to church tomorrow. Let's flatten this curve. We don't want more infections anywhere in the world. I want to hear the numbers are going down. I can't believe I miss England. I miss home. Once here the numbers are going down, we'll have more Easters to celebrate with each other by His grace. Let's just stay at home. Let's stay safe. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Have a lovely Saturday and happy Easter. May the blessings of Easter follow us this 2020. We need all His grace this year. This year has been tough, man, but we will survive. Thank you so much. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye.